Boom shakalaka, Bitcoin whales are starting to buy again. Why Bitcoin is on the verge of a massive breakout, and why this halving is unlike anything we've seen before. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, a lot of very interesting charts for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, including whales buying again, why we are in for a large move, and why this halving has never been seen before. Before we get into it, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell, come join us on Twitter at the Crypto Love. Push that like button. Now today, fear and greed 45, same as we were yesterday and last week. The overall market up a little bit over 1% today. Bitcoin at 26,629, Ethereum at 1629, BNB at 213, XRP 49 cents, Cardano 25 cents, Dogecoin 6 cents, Solana $19, and Tron 8 cents. And Bitcoin still sitting in this wedge due to breakout by October 10th. We did just recently have a cross of the 50 and 200-day moving average. The last 3 times that happened shot Bitcoin price down to this red box right here between $17,000 and $22,500 between mid-September and mid-October. So keep your eyes out for that. But if we take a look, guess who's buying Bitcoin despite all the fear? That's right, whales are buying again. When we take a look at trend accumulation score by cohort, we can see those with greater than 10,000 Bitcoin are blue. They are buying once again, while everybody else is very, very scared and not buying. We see the overall sentiment towards Bitcoin changing if we take a look at the GBTC premium. You can see back here, when Bitcoin was all the rage, GBTC premium was above 0. And then at the absolute lowest part of the market, GBTC premium was well below 0, down over 45%. Now, trading just 17%, the closest it has been since December of 2021. I would say the sentiment's getting better. Now, we are in the phase, some call it the stagnation phase, some call it the sideways phase, whatever you want to call it. We are in the area where Bitcoin tends to just kind of go sideways until the price launch territory, which would be roughly around the end of November this year. So may we have a Rocktober? Maybe, but it may actually be in November. Right now, Bitcoin is trading at the true market mean. We can see it right here. This green line is the active investor price, basically what they all paid for Bitcoin, sitting right at that level right now. So whatever it is, whether you think it's high or low, is actually the accumulation of what everybody paid for Bitcoin. We do have some bearish signals, like right here, the 5-day alpha trend just printed a sell signal, which has printed in mid-cycle tops in previous cycles, which coincidentally were closer to the bottom than they were to the top. So now that that's behind us, we can move on to the next part of the cycle. May just want to keep an eye out for the next buy signal. Could be coming pretty close, because you can see in both of these scenarios, the buy signal came very quickly after that sell signal. Things could turn around quite quickly. This chart right here suggests that the bottom is already in and we are headed towards all up territory. This is the ASO. When we have the second cross right here, that generally is all up territory for Bitcoin. We have just had that second cross, which would suggest all up territory for Bitcoin. Even the cyclicity, I don't even know what that word means, but the cycles of Bitcoin right here, we can see that when we take a look at the global liquidity signal times major central bank balance sheets, when it crosses over its 20 MA, that historically has been bottoms for Bitcoin before pretty significant runs. Well, it's happening once again for Bitcoin, suggesting we're due for quite a nice run. All in one chart here, we have a falling wedge, bullish signal. We have a bullish engulfing candlestick, bullish signal, and the MACD is going up while the price is going down, a bullish divergence. Very bullish signals for Bitcoin if we don't have the culmination of this death cross right here of the 50 and 200-day moving average. Now, if we take a look at the money flow index, follow the money, that's the important thing. We can see the money flow index, when it turns from going down to going up, that historically has been every bottom. You can see here the bottom is very clearly already in. But if you take a look right here, coming close to this green line at the 0.1 interval. Now, this line historically has been right before all up territory for Bitcoin. So we could be on the verge of an absolutely massive move. As a matter of fact, Bitcoin loves its descending, broadening wedges. When it breaks out of these, it breaks out big. You can see these two examples right here. Well, here's another example. We broke out of it already, potentially finding support at the levels we're at right now on top of that descending broadening wedge, like we found support right here, like we also found support right here before what could potentially be an absolutely massive move. Because the one thing you have to remember is we have a halving coming up, and I think that's like 7 months now, and this is at Bitcoin's event horizon. The April 2024 Bitcoin halving is the most important date in Bitcoin's 15-year history, second only to the Genesis block on January 2009. Now, why is that? Great question. Well, on this day, Bitcoin becomes the hardest asset in the world, 2 times harder than gold. You can see right here at the time of the halving, Bitcoin is getting closer and closer in terms of the inflation rate to gold. Well, guess what? At that time, it will be 2 times harder than gold, the hardest asset on the planet. And if it was to capture the same amount of money that gold does, price would go up about 100x. So that's all for today's episode. If you enjoyed it, push the like button. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.